Hey everyone, we are starting a new unit on systems of equations, which is what we did this year when we were in the building. We're starting off a little bit simpler and we're looking at a system of equations. So if you see here on my left, there's two equations, which is a system. So you have y equals negative 5x plus 1 and y equals 3x minus 2. Now these four questions on Khan Academy are just giving you a solution and asking you if it works for that system. So if it's going to work, you're going to get a number equals the same number. So you're going to get answers such as 4 equals 4, 2 equals 2, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. So here is one of your questions on Khan Academy, and it's asking if the point 38 is a solution for this system. So for these questions, all you have to do is take your x and y value. So let me mark it up there. Let's do, right, this is my x and this is my y. We have to plug these in, right? So if I were to work on this first equation, let's do a nice color. Okay. So if I have y equals negative 5x plus 1, I'm going to take my y value, which is this guy right here, and I'm going to plug it in for y. I'm going to put my equal sign, and then I'm going to fill in negative 5, because that's already in the equation, times my x value, which is my 3, and then I'm going to add 1. So all I did here, make this a little bigger, all I did here was plug in my x and y value. So I'll put it right next to it so you can see. And then we just have to solve. So let's see what we got here. So 8 equals negative 5. So let's do 8 equals negative 5 times 3 gives you a negative 15 plus 1, right? Does 8 equal negative 15 plus 1 is negative 14? Do these equal each other? They are not going to equal each other. So your final answer here is going to be no, right? You're always going to want to check both equations though, but if the first one doesn't work, then you already know it's not a solution for that system. It has to work in both equations. Okay, so I'm going to show you one more. So you have y equals 3x minus 5, and you have y equals x minus 1. So they want to know if 2 comma 1 is a solution to the system, right? So if it's a solution, it has to work for both equations. It has to come out equal. So let's see if it works out. So I'm going to put in for y, I'm going to mark it up first. So here is x and here is y. Now let's see. I hate that it covers it. Okay. So for y, I'm going to put in 1. I'm going to put equals. Bring over the 3. And I'm going to input x, which is 2, minus 5. Okay. So if you see it for y, I put 1. For x, I put 2. And then I'm going to solve. So I have 1 equals 3 times 2 is 6, minus 5. 6 minus 5 is 1. Does 1 equal 1? So this works so far, but you're always going to want to check that second one because that's how they trick you on these exams that you may take in the future. So I'm going to do the one more just in case. Looks like an easy one. So for y, I'm going to put in 1. X, I'm going to put in 2. And I'm going to bring down the minus 1. And 1 equals 1. So this also works out. Okay. So this point is a solution for both systems, okay? What we did earlier in the year was solve for the solution, which is what you're going to see in the future. But for now, we're just checking to see if these solutions work, all right? If you have any questions, you can message us. These are 2 questions that you will see on Khan Academy.